We're here at Miller Field with Lancer starting pitcher Matt Helm. Matt, you threw game one, threw pretty well. Kind of had a couple tough bounces, but talk about your outing today and what you feel like the team is looking at moving forward.
Well, I was coming into it pretty relaxed. I was pretty comfortable on the mound and everything, and just wanted to hit my spots and everything. Hopefully, I was hopefully thinking that my teammates could, back me up with scoring some runs, but they struggled at the plate, and I just kept going back out there and kept trying to throw strikes and get outs and everything. I just unlucky.
Coming into the game, I think you were ranked number 2 in the NAIA in earned runs allowed, or something like that. You're pretty high up there. Didn't give up a whole lot of earned runs today, but how's the arm feeling? You're feeling pretty good for the rest of the year?
Well, going into it, my arm was pretty sore, but hopefully we'll go back to the rotation where I only throw once a week instead of twice.
Yeah. Last question. If you could model your game after any big league pitcher, who would it be and why?
Oh, man. I just have to say Mark Burley, because he's always been my hero as a pitcher.
And I believe you were at the perfect game that he threw. Is that correct?
Yes, I was.
Now, where were you sitting?
I was sitting 3 rows back on third base line.
Something you don't forget, I would say.
No, it was an experience for
He
sure.
brings it up quite often in conversation, actually. But, Matt, thanks for joining us. Pleasure, bud.
Thanks.
Welcome to another edition of the Lancer Sports Podcast. Baseball edition out here in Miller Field. Chase and I, of course, and Jason Smith is someone that you'll get to know, I'm sure, over the next couple of years. Pitcher for the Lancers, but this year, Jason, you're redshirting and you're helping out with the radio broadcasts here in the offseason. Tell us a little bit about radio broadcasts and how those have gone so far.
Yeah, well, for those that don't know, I had a little shoulder injury, so taking the year off, redshirt, have 2 more years. Gonna be here for another 8 anyway. So since I've not been able to play, I'm helping out Greg Pride and Thrash up on the radio stretch here and there, having a great time up there broadcasting the games. Something new brought to the Lancer baseball. Haven't had a lot of exposure outside of people coming to the games. Started with Game Changer, now we're on the radio, we have podcasts. Just Lancer baseball is really starting to take off.
And speaking of taking off, the Lancers started real hot, winning, splitting at Bethel, and then taking 2 here at home. Faltered as of late, though, to St. Francis. What do you think they got to do to right the ship a little bit?
It was a rough 4 games from St. Francis, and for those who've been around, it looked a lot like the Lancer baseball bowl. A lot of the same mistakes, a lot of the same things going wrong. This 4th game looked a little better. Lancer played a little better. We got Marion coming in. They're always a solid team. We always seems like we go down there every year. They're finally coming here for the first time, and I can remember a long time. Hopefully get back on the winning ways. Got them in Goshen. It's just we had 2 good outings by Hines and Buttermore. Didn't back them up real well defensively, but we'll make plays. We got guys out there that proved they can do it, and it's just a rough series for everybody all around. I think Lancer baseball would be just fine.
Now Marion's usually a pretty tough hitting team. What do you think Cliff Buttermore needs to do on Thursday to really get them off their game?
I'm not worried about Cliff personally. Is he for sure throwing Thursday, or are they moving back to Saturday?
He might be throwing Saturday, but just the Lancer pitching staff
as far as Cliff goes, he's going to go out there and give you everything he's got. He's going to keep people in check. Cliff's not really anybody you got to worry about. Same be said for Brett Hines. He'll probably come back this Saturday down at Marion. Probably him and Cliff go together. Hopefully be 2 wins. And Thursday's really the one I'm looking at, because Hines and Helm through today. You could be looking at Kier West through Great Leaf today. Tim Weber through solid today. A couple of young guys making their first conference starts this year. But I think Lancer baseball and Coach Augustine will get this pitching staff ready for Marion, and everything will be fine. The offense, get a few hacks tomorrow, come out swinging Thursday, everything will work out.
Couple questions for you. If you could compare Josh Petrie, Lancer catcher, to any current big league catcher, who would it be and why?
Okay, I gotta throw out the red hair because there aren't really many gingers in the pros.
Right.
I would have to say, obviously, you want to first off, Molina's always come to mind. He's a solid defensive catcher, but he hits a lot better than they've been known to. I don't know, maybe Saltalamacchia for the Red Sox. Solid hitter, solid defensive guy behind the plate. You know, really controls the game. Petrie's a solid guy. You probably compare him to just about anybody that plays well.
Now, if you could compare yourself to any former major leaguer or current major leaguer, who would you compare yourself to?
Or Confederate general.
I would say I remind myself a lot of Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz.
You know, we look a lot alike. No, honestly, I'd say Brian Wilson. I don't throw anywhere near as well as him, but I'm a little quirky in the mind. And as far as Confederate generals, definitely that'd be Robert E. Lee, of course.
Well, thanks, Jason, for joining us. Look forward to broadcasting the games with you. The greater question is why they're letting us broadcast together.
Oh, I have absolutely no clue, but I have a 3 straight game stretch of no curse words. So, thankfully, Athletic Director Bailey Weathers has allowed me to continue on with Stretch Internet, and fans enjoy having me.
Right, yeah. Hopefully, we'll continue that streak here as the season progresses. But, Jason, thanks for joining us, and we appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Well, that's the Lancer Sports Podcast. For Chase, I'm Will. We'll see you next time.